sometimes you gotta stop and just take a deep breath. Um, I was inspired to talk about rising and uh, rising and going down with the sun. Um, I was actually reading a book called Ikigai, and they talk about like Ikigai in Japanese means to find your purpose, like a rough translation. And they kind of talk about these four principles, which I didn't even get up to, but something they were talking about before, like just in Japanese culture, was about how they rise with the sun and they try and get those early UV, the early UV spectrum into your eyes, which is pretty cool. Um, and just makes sense, yeah. Like we as humans have only recently just started living in like, well, maybe not recently, but like for the majority of human existence, if you believe in evolution and all those things, we have been, uh, yeah, just more or less living outside and in tune with the sun. Um, and I'm really trying hard to not say and like because the last video, I um, I kept saying it and I watched it back and I was like really annoyed, but I still posted it. um, so yes, I will try and not say those words. It's really hard though. I was about to say then. Back to my train of thought. Rising and setting with the sun. Um, yeah, the Ah. uh, I think I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. Rising and setting with the sun is great because when you rise, there's a chemical in your brain that gets secreted called cortisol, and is what's this is what is meant to like get your day started right, and your like alertness, and will keep you more alert during the day. And if you kind of stay inside and don't if you don't get the early morning light and like movement too, in the book Ikigai, the movement was really important first thing in the morning, just to get your day going, and I suppose the blood flowing too, because yeah, it just makes sense. Like you want to start, you need energy for the day, and if you start off like stagnant and you just feel slow and sluggish, which is what I used to do, I wouldn't get up. Like I would, I would wake up and just lay in bed for a little bit and stare at my phone. But now, I mean, I'm kind of in an ideal spot for that because I don't have reception in my house, so I have to go somewhere and find Wi-Fi or reception. Um, yeah, but I just kind of get up. I don't even eat. I um I was going for runs in the morning, which I find really help, but running on concrete is not good for my joints. So I've just been walking up to a field and doing like this little sprint training circuit, and I sprint like try and do my fastest sprint over 40 meters, 50 meters, because I've looked into sprinting too, and um, if you try and do 100-meter sprints at max, it's like really, really hard. Not even professional sprinters do that for like training. They kind of have intervals where they practice a start, and they do like a 40-meter sprint. Not that I mean, I'd love to be a professional sprinter because sprinting's probably like the optimal form of exercise for humans. It's kind of like what our body is almost designed to do. But that's a completely other topic, and people can disagree with that. But that's kind of what I have come to think recently. Yeah, it's really hard not to say and like, so bear with me. But yeah, I think the main takeaways from this video, if I can keep my thoughts coherent, is that even like a massive boost in like calmness and like this energy just throughout the day is you just get up and go for a walk. And if you can get the sun in the morning, definitely try and do that. Obviously, there's like places that don't get the sun in the morning, and wintertime the days are shorter where it's winter here, but I still get some sort of sun in the morning. But it's been a bit cloudy here, so not as good. But I just went for a walk this morning, and it was cloudy, but I still feel great right now. And hopefully, I kind of look a bit more refreshed. I've been taking things a bit slower, which I think is a good thing because, man, I just look around and people are just rushing and never living in the moment, if that makes sense. Like they're always anxious about the future or depressed about the past, which is, yeah, it's like a cool Buddhist saying that like just kind of popped in. If you're living in the future, you're anxious or you've got anxiety. If you're living in the past, you're depressed. But if you're living in the now and you're present, you're at peace. So yeah, things to think about. I hope you can take something from this video. I don't know if I'll edit that little middle bit out, but yeah, let me know if you've got like a morning routine or something that helps you. Also, no caffeine, because caffeine blocks this receptor in your brain called adenosine, which makes you drown, which is like your brain's telling you, hey, you're doing something wrong, you need to kind of rest. Or like, and adenosine just is triggered when you need rest. So if you're blocking that, you're just going to stress yourself out more and dysregulate your cortisol secretion. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to that stuff, so yeah, but hopefully that made sense. Yeah, so, and let me know what you think about the video. Excuse me. Yeah, let me know what I think about the video. I was just laughing because my train of thought just goes crazy. And what your morning routines are, and if you got any tips for me about morning routines and what I should do, yeah, let me know. It'd be cool to talk to you guys. Peace.